Welcome students. In this video we are going to discuss final accounts problem number 5 from your textbook exercise. Let's see the problem. Sucheta and Gayatri are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:2. So 3:2 is their profit sharing ratio in which they are going to share the net profit. Now the trial balance is given. Here they have given you purchase and sales amount. Purchase and sales, when they are not shown separately, always remember the debit balance is the purchase and the credit balance is sales. So purchase will be posted to trading account debit side and sales would be posted to trading account credit side. After that, there is works manager salary. Generally, we post salary to P&L account debit side, but a works manager oversees daily production operations, quality, maintenance, etc. So this is a direct expense and hence we are going to post it to trading account debit side. Then they have given you the capital balances for Sucheta and Gayatri, which we would show in the balance sheet liability side. Opening stock, trading account debit side. Debtors and creditors again given together. So the debit amount is debtors, credit amount is creditors. Debtors would be posted to balance sheet account, balance sheet asset side, and creditors would be posted to balance sheet liabilities. Wages and salaries. When wages and salaries are reported together, we are going to focus on the first word here. If the first word is wages, then we are going to post it to trading debit, and if the first word is salaries, means if they have mentioned it as salaries and wages, then we are going to post it to P&L account debit side. Bills receivable, balance sheet asset. Bills payable, balance sheet liability. Discount. Discount can either be an expense or an income, but here it shows a credit balance. So this is income and we are going to show it to P&L account credit side. Motive power and customs duty would be shown at trading account debit side. Interest, again interest can be both income and expense, but here it is showing credit balance, means this is income and we are going to show it at P&L credit side. Unproductive wages, again wages are generally posted to trading debit, but here they have mentioned these wages are unproductive, means not related to production. So this is an indirect expense and hence we are going to post it to P&L account debit side. So both these things are important to remember. Then audit fees, rent, conveyance will be posted to P&L debit. Goodwill, copyright, building, investment, cash at bank, all these things would be posted to balance sheet asset. Partners loan is showing a credit balance, so we are going to show it at balance sheet liability side. So this is how we will post everything in trading P&L and balance sheet. All those accounts which have adjustments, we are going to show the amount in the inner column, and others we would directly post it in the outer column. Now let's see the adjustments one by one. First adjustment is closing stock. Closing stock, two effects are trading account credit side and balance sheet asset side. So this amount we are going to write directly in the outer column. The second adjustment is goods costing 3,000 distributed as free samples. This we are going to show here, trading account credit side. Here we are going to write it as buy goods distributed as free samples and the amount in outer column. Second effect, P&L account debit side. Here we are going to mention it as to advertisement. Again the amount will be shown in the outer column. Next adjustment is motive power includes rupees 500 paid for deposit of power meter. Now when we are talking about motive power, this is posted to trading account debit side, but it includes rupees 500 as deposit. So this is a refundable amount paid for a power meter and hence it is not an expense, but a receivable. So you are going to receive it, and hence we are going to show it in the asset side. So motive power amount is posted in the inner column, less deposit rupees 500 net amount in the outer column, and this 500 which we have reduced from the expenses, we are going to show it here at the asset side as motive power deposit. Next adjustment is depreciate building at 5%. Two effects are less from building. So building amount is written in the inner column because you have to reduce the depreciation from that. Less depreciation 5%, 5% of 88,000 is 4,400. We have reduced it from this amount and the net amount is written in the outer column. The depreciation which we have reduced from this amount will be shown in P&L account debit side as to depreciation amount in the outer column. Next is write off 2000 as bad dates and maintain RDD at 3% on debtors. Generally, when we give effect to the adjustments to debtors, there is a certain sequence which needs to be followed. There are total 5 adjustments to debtors. Two adjustments for the 2 adjustments like bills receivable dishonored and unrecorded sales, we add the amount to debtors, and the other 3 adjustments like bad dates, RDD and provision for discount on debtors, these 3 amounts we reduce from debtors. So whenever we are giving effect to such adjustments, always remember that we are going to give effect to the adjustments where we need to add it to the debtors. So always we are going to add the amounts of bills receivable dishonored or unrecorded sales, and then we will give effect to these 3 adjustments: bad dates, RDD and provision for discount. Here there are, out of 5 there are 3 adjustments: bad dates, RDD and bill receivable dishonored. Let's see how we are going to give effect to. Debtors we have written in the inner column. First of all, we are going to add the bill dishonored, which is 4,000. Then whatever is the amount, this is the subtotal 47,500 plus 4,000. From this we are going to reduce the bad dates first. So we have reduced 2,000 from this. The remaining amount is 49,500. Then we are going to calculate RDD on this amount. This is very important that you give effect to bad dates first. Now RDD is 3% on debtors. So 3% on 49,500 is 1485. This amount we will reduce from 49,500 and the net amount 48,015 will be written in the outer column. So we are giving effect to 6th adjustment first and then we will come back to the 5th adjustment. First effect is less from bills receivable. So bills receivable we have written in the inner column 22,000. From this the bill dishonored worth rupees 4,000 is reduced and the net amount is shown in the outer column. Now this amount which we have reduced from bill receivable, we are going to add it to debtors. So the first effect is less from bills receivable, second effect is add to debtors. Then after doing this adjustment, we will give effect to the 5th adjustment, which is bad dates and RDD, and for that the sequence is first we are going to reduce bad dates and whatever is the remaining amount on this we are going to calculate RDD. So first effect for bad dates and RDD is less from debtors. We have reduced both these amounts from the debtors. The second effect is P&L account debit side. Now in the trial balance they have not given any old bad dates or RDD. So in the profit and loss account we are going to add the new bad dates and new RDD and the final amount will be written in the outer column. So after giving effect to all the adjustments, we will close the accounts. First we will close trading account and find out the gross profit. For that we would take total of the credit side, which is 2,08,200. From this total, we are going to reduce the total of debit side, which is 92,350. The resultant amount is 1,15,850, which is the gross profit. This will be transferred to the credit side of profit and loss account. Then we are going to close the profit and loss account. So again, we are going to take total of the credit side, which is 1,17,550, and from this we would reduce the total of debit side, which would be 20,185. The resultant amount would be 97,365, which is the net profit. That would be transferred to partners capital account in their profit sharing ratio. So Sucheta's share in the profit would be 97,365 into 3/5, and Gayatri's share would be 97,365 into 2/5. So this amount we have transferred to partners capital account credit side. Here in partners capital account you would find the opening balance. To this we are going to add this share of profit, and the closing balance for Sucheta would be 1,33,419, and for Gayatri it would be 78,946. This closing balance we are going to show here at the liability side in a column, and the total would be shown in the outer column. Once this is done, your balance sheet must tally at 2,80,815.